rest well so that when you go in, you know you've got the energy to go back and forth because that's what you're gonna be doing. Hi lovelies, is your girl Tessie. Okay, the last time I promised I was going to share my experience in the camp during the NYSC. God, it was, I don't even know what to say, but I know it was bittersweet. At first, before going to camp, you see different people that have actually gone ahead of you because obviously you have seniors. It's just like everything in life, be it workplace, be it school. Same goes for NYC. So I had people before me, and then most of them were saying it's very nice, it's a very fun and jovial place. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. Go to NYSC. Go for NYSC. Sorry, get experience and all that. So I won't lie. I went pumped, kind of. I was a bit anticipating when it comes to the fun and the whole experience aspect. If I was to start from the very onset, when I set out for NYC, it was crazy. First, preparing against going, that is getting some things, getting foodstuffs, getting not really foodstuff, like provisions, getting milks and all that. I was trying to be prepared for it, but you can never be too prepared. Basically, it seemed, because half of what I took to camp, I didn't take it. I didn't I didn't eat half of it. There are people that will tell you for make 5 copies of this, make 5 copies of that. Oh my Jesus. Everything I did, in fact, all my photocopies came back home with me. That is just the height of it. They all came back home with me. I think for me, I won't be so pissed because my elder sister, sorry, was so sweet. She actually helped me, to print all that out. Unlike going to the cafe charging 15 naira each for all those documents which they didn't use. It is what it is. So I don't know if I should tell you not to photocopy in case when you're going, or you should, because they didn't use it during my time doesn't mean they won't use it during your time. Because for people to give out the information saying print 5 copies of each of your document, it means for most of them probably it was used during their time. Well, during my own time, it was a total waste. So I don't know. What you can maybe do is maybe do 2 or 3 instead of 5 like I did. Was it 5 or even 7? Jesus Christ, I think I was way too prepared for this whole thing. Even my passport, I did probably 24 copies. They were asked to bring, was it 7 or so? But then some people were taking 14 to be on the safe side. I could have taken 14 as well, but I decided, I'll take 24 just because, as we have been told, things at the Miami market are very expensive. That part is not exaggerated. They are expensive. Well, for ballers, it might be nothing, but if you know you're trying to save and not spend more than you budgeted during camp, they are expensive then. Because I remember during that time, it wasn't every time I went for food, I didn't go to the kitchen for food. For me, I actually enjoyed the rice. I think I went for the rice. I went for hot water because eventually I had cold. When I went, the weather was freezing, which was actually good because we were many, very, very many. So if the weather was not cool, the whole room is gonna be stuffy, which it was in the afternoon, but that's okay because I took a fan. Don't forget, take your electric fan. That aside, getting there, I was excited, chilled. When I got there first, I made sure I didn't change into my white on white until I completed my registration. Because for you to change it to your white on white, they are going to believe that you're done with your registration. So anywhere the soldiers see you, they're going to be pursuing you to go for parade. So if you know you're not done with your registration, don't even do that. Don't change to white and white to be on the safe side. If not, nothing to talk about. Basically, take some provisions. I didn't finish mine, but you never can tell. If you're a foodie, you could take some provisions like cereal, milk, sweet, chewing gum. You see that sweet and chewing gum, you can never have more than enough, because that was what kept me going during the long lectures. My backpack, I always make sure I have like 10 pieces of sweets and maybe 5 or 4 pieces of chewing gum, simply because while you're sitting for those lengthy lectures, you start feeling maybe hungry, tired, sleepy. So those things actually keep you company. my own personal experience getting to camp, I was expecting the whole fun thing. But what I was not prepared for was the level at which I was sleep deprived. Jesus Christ, I've never loved sleep than when I went to camp, because they wake you up. My camp was even a bit lucky, because some other camps, they were being woke by 4:30 and so on. Ours, I think it was 5 or 5:30 or thereabout. So I wake up very early because I do not like to go to the parade ground early in the morning without having my bath. So I wake up like 3 or 3:30. I take my bath because there are a lot of people in the bedroom around that time. Don't forget, you're sharing. This is like a whole military level kind of thing. So there's no personal bedroom or stuff like that. I was a bit unlucky. I got to the camp a bit late. So most of the halls, maybe co-halls that had bedroom beside them, were already given out. So we had to manage this other hostel that had like an extension from the guys on. So it was like a hall with different bunks. So basically we wake up very early, we walk a bit to where the bedroom is, you take your shower, you prepare for the day. What I do is, when I first got there, it was a bit tiring to wash, so everything I wore to the camp and I wore for the 2 days while I was doing my registration, I gave it to someone, a dry cleaner. So, because you see different women that actually advertise to you that let's wash your this, let's wash your that, so you can use them at least to get a little more rest. And they wash well, so they wash that for you. But after using them for that first time, I developed this habit of, whenever I'm going to have my bath in the morning, I take my white and white that I wore a day before, I wash it in the morning. That's why I wake up extra early. So I dry that and I prepare myself for the day. That way my clothes is dried before the end of the day, because I don't like having my clothes sleep outside. So, and there I'm a bit assured that nobody is stealing. Some said their stuff was stolen, but mine, no, I didn't have that experience. So basically what I said, you'll be sleep deprived is, the way the routine went was, that morning you go for your parade, then by maybe 7 o'clock or so you are released to go have breakfast. Then after breakfast, I think by 9 you're back outside for lecture. I was a bit lucky. I joined the volleyball team because I could not parade. No, it was too much. The sun was scorching. You stand for long hours. I couldn't do it. I preferred to actually do the volleyball. Actually, it was a form of escape for me. I asked to join the cheerleading team. Long story short, I ended up playing volleyball. My first experience with the first match was crazy. I wasn't ready. I went there and I made a mess of myself. Have you ever seen someone entering the nets? Like, Jesus Christ, who does that? I did that. It was so embarrassing. But don't worry, your girl was able to play at least to a certain extent. I was able to serve well before leaving camp, so that was something. Anyways, volleyball helped me escape parade, because I don't think I'm parade material. Oh, before we go for that, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to drop comments. I really love comments, because as I said, there's no better way for me to know what you're thinking unless through the comment section. So as I said, I do not have the strength for the parade, because on that parade day, especially maybe when you're being sworn in, you guys will be standing for hours, like literally hours under that hot sun. I couldn't do that. I'm sorry, I do not have the stamina for that. A lot of people were fainting, some were getting extremely tired, because Jesus Christ, it takes a lot of stamina for you to do that. So I think I washed my hands off and I enjoyed the volleyball. Though I was a bit sad, my team, my platoon, because it's platoon they use, I was in platoon, I think 2. Yeah, not think, I know 2. I was in platoon 2 and my platoon came 4th. It was bittersweet, but in the end, what I would say is, camp can be tiring and you feel like you want to leave, because that was exactly how I felt. I was counting the days till it was over. But on the last day, when it was time to leave, I felt a bit sad that it has ended, like it has come to an end, because as I said, the routine were crazy. The timetable was a bit tight and stressful. When you wake up around 5, you basically go out, you do your whole devotion thing, and after that you go for breakfast, as I said, then you come back by 9, you take lectures till like 11 or so. Eventually they'll get some skill acquisition for you, people to actually train you and acquiring some skills. Then you go for lunch by 2, 3 or 4 you are out there again practicing parade. So that's why I pitied a lot of people that were doing parade, because it was kind of stressful. Because while they go for parade, since I'm in volleyball, I actually just go for practice, which was very much more easier for me. And after that, we are being released by, I think, 6, and then we come back out again by 7 for social night. I actually wished they had not enforced the social night on us, because I was kind of tired, like making that journey. Even way before camp, try as much as possible. I'll give you this advice because I struggled with this. Make sure you rest well at home before resuming to camp, because mine was a bit crazy, because I just traveled back from school. I was going with the next batch. So I was visiting Lagos Island constantly because I wanted to get some things. You discover, oh, I didn't get buckets today. Oh, I didn't get this today. Oh, I didn't get tissue. Oh, I didn't get this. I didn't get that. I didn't get my fan. I didn't get my water. I didn't get my key holder. I didn't get it. There are a lot of things you will need. There are some you might not, but out of pressure you would get. But there are some you essentially need. If you think you would want me to state some out, I can leave that in the description, because there are some key things you would need and wouldn't like to borrow. Don't forget your sunshade, because those suns are scorching out and you do not want to get blind just because you went for service, trust me. So that being said, they were too much. The social night was forced. At a point, I couldn't enjoy the social night because I was already too exhausted and tired to even enjoy what they were doing. So that's why I said it was kind of tiring. But on the last day, I felt sad that I was leaving. That's why I said, it's kind of bittersweet. You feel like you're tired, you feel like you're exhausted, you want to go home. But trust me, when you're eventually leaving, you're going to feel like you're going to miss it. So while you're there, try as much as possible not to take many things. Some people took too much. I only took volleyball and I was feeling kind of exhausted. Imagine you actually invest yourself in different activities. You're not even going to have one time for yourself at all. So try as much as possible to not weigh yourself down with too many activities, and go with the mindset that you will not be sleeping 24 hours. You won't be sleeping 8 hours. Your sleep is going to be cut short. I think by 10 o'clock it's light out and you go all over again the next day. So it's a whole new routine. So when you're going, try as much as possible, get your things early, rest well, so that when you're going, you know you've got the energy to go back and forth, because that's what you're gonna be doing. So that is it. I'm being serious, actually. It looks like fun, but I'm being serious. Try as much as possible not to pack too many boxes. So I myself, I took a box and one extra like duffel bag. So it was a bit easy for me to drag my box and carry my duffel bag on my shoulder. Some end up carrying like 4 or 5 boxes. You're not going to need that much. Definitely not. If you're the type to wash your whites regularly, you need like, I think 4 or 5 is enough. I took about 6 or 7. I didn't wear some. I took it back home because NYSC will end up giving you extra, like 2 shirts, 2 white shirts, 2 white t-shirts, and 2 socks. So that's like total of 8 or 9 that I had. So I couldn't wear all that. So it helps you reduce your stress. But don't be too skeptical, because when you get to camp, you see, as I said, there are women that help with bags, there are women that will help with washing, there are women that will help with cold hot water in case you went to camp while it was cold. So that being said, that's basically it. I couldn't really go too much into it, because if I do, trust me, 30 minutes, we are still here. I don't think we need that. But that being said, that's basically it. Try as much as possible. Don't weigh yourself down with so much load, even though you're going to regret it. Try as much as possible to do your NYSC shopping a bit earlier, so that you're not going to camp exhausted. Try as much as possible to not get yourself involved in too many activities. If not, tired is your case. You're even going to be tired on the norm. So imagine you finish, you get buried under too many things. You'd actually faint. Let me put it like that. And if you know you are not meant for sun or standing, try as much as possible to not join parade. if you can escape it. That being said, that's just it. That's just like the bare minimum, I guess, because you can never know everything, and I can never give you all information. There are some things you meet there by yourself. So that's it for today. That being said, have a lovely day and enjoy. Signing out. Don't forget to like the, any type of like, so far as you like it, comment, and have a lovely day. Bye.